Hola, amigos, buenas tardes, o buenos días, if you're looking at this in the morning or the afternoon, depending. This lecture is going to be a quick one. We're going to lecture section 5 of chapter 7, la sección 5 del capítulo 7, okay? This is ordinal numbers. Estamos en la página 212, en la página 212, page 212, if you want to follow along in your book. This is going to be a quick one. How many of you guys know the difference between cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers? Okay, cardinal numbers are numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. Ordinal numbers would be first, second, third, fourth. Okay, so in English, how many cardinal numbers are there? Well, up to infinity, right? And likewise in English, we would express ordinal numbers all the way up to infinity. For example, 1, cardinal number 1, ordinal number first. Cardinal number 2, ordinal number second. Cardinal number 3, ordinal number third. Cardinal number 20, ordinal number 20th, right? Cardinal number 1017, ordinal number 1017th. You see, there are as many ordinal numbers as there are cardinal numbers, and we express them in English to infinity. In Spanish, however, they are only expressed, ordinal numbers are only expressed up to 10 or 10th. Beyond that, Spanish speakers just refer back to the cardinal number. Okay, now the words or those numbers, ordinal numbers beyond 10th, exist in Spanish. It's just Spanish speakers don't use them. They don't express them. Okay, so a Spanish speaker might say something like the 10th floor, right? But for the 11th floor, they would simply revert back to the cardinal number and just say floor 11, or floor 12, or floor 13. After 10th, they don't go on to express ordinal numbers 11th, 12th, 13th, and so on. They revert back to the cardinal numbers. And so 10th would be the last ordinal number expressed. And then beyond 10th, Spanish speakers typically refer back to the ordinal number and just continue with, instead of 11th, 12th, 13th, they just simply say 11, 12, 13. Okay? Does that make sense? So this won't take long. Let's quickly learn, our ordinal numbers up to 10th. And then you can start to manipulate them. Follow along the chart in la página, what did I say, 212? Sí, en la página 212. Let's make a list of our ordinal numbers. Primero, first. That's easy enough. You can kind of see primary, first in there. How about segundo? Segundo, second. You can see second in there, right? Tercero. Tercero, third. Tertiary, third. You can associate the word tercero with third. Next, cuarto. Cuarto. This is where it gets a little tricky. Look at that word cuarto. What is the difference between the word, cuarto, come on, and the word cuatro? Cuatro. All I've done is just change the T and the R around. The word cuatro is the ordinal number, the cardinal number 4. Cuarto is the ordinal number 4th. You see? So that's the difference. Just the T and the R are switched. Be careful. The word cuatro means 4. Cuarto means 4th. Okay? How about 5th? Quinto. Quinto. Not as easily to associate quinto with 5th. I don't see the word cinco there anywhere, but this idea of quince, 15, quinceañera, having to do with 5s, quinto, 5th. Okay? How about sexto? 6th, right? Séptimo, 7th. Don't forget the written accent mark. Octavo, 8th. Noveno, 9th. And décimo, 10th. Be mindful of the written accent mark, okay? So here are our ordinal numbers up to 10th, because remember, beyond 10th, Spanish speakers refer back to the cardinal numbers, okay? Now you'll notice I got masculine versions of all these words. Primero, segundo, tercero, cuarto, quinto, sexto, séptimo, octavo, noveno, y décimo. Masculine versions, because ordinal numbers are typically used as adjectives. They have to be able to be used femininely if necessary. Well, guess what we do to make these masculine words feminine? We simply change the O to an A, so the word primero in the masculine becomes what in the feminine? Primera. The word segundo in the masculine becomes what in the feminine? Segunda. The word tercero in the masculine becomes what in the feminine? You see the pattern here? Tercera. Likewise, cuarta, quinta, sexta, séptima, octava, novena, décima. We can use all of these words femininely, or the feminine versions if we have to. Let me show you an example of why and when we would do that. Let me erase that. I didn't mean to do that. All right, let me show you an example. Let's scooch these words over a little bit. Tell you what, I'm just going to put all of our A's up there. We only need one. And then we'll scoot these over. Okay, so if I wanted to say something like, let's use blue. Libro. Let's just talk about books. The whatever book. If I wanted to say the first book. Well, actually, let me back up. We're going to get back to first and third in a second. If I wanted to say the second book, what would that sound like? El segundo libro. El segundo libro. Which book is it? It's the second book. El segundo libro. Masculine segundo, masculine libro, right? Or if I wanted to say it's the ninth book. El noveno libro. Or el libro noveno. I could even swatch. But anyway, masculine, right? Or if I wanted to say it's the sixth book. El sexto libro. Or el libro sexto, right? Masculine. It all matches. But what if I wanted to say something feminine? If I wanted to say profesora. Now I'm talking about a female professor. And she is the fourth female professor in a line of 20 female professors. I don't know. So I want to say she's the fourth, right? She wouldn't be la cuarto profesora. What would she be? She would be la cuarta profesora, or la profesora cuarta, the fourth professor. I got to make that word feminine to match her gender, feminine, you see? Or if I wanted to say she was the eighth, I can't do that, the sixth professor, right? I couldn't say la sexto profesora, feminine profesora with a masculine sixth. I would have to make that feminine as well. La sexta profesora, you see? So we can take all of these ordinal numbers and make them feminine if we have to, so that they match whatever it is they're describing, if what they're describing is feminine, you see? All right, now one more thing that I need to mention about ordinal numbers, and then we'll be done. For some reason, there's something special about first and third. I don't know why this is. I don't know why first and third think they're so special as to deserve special treatment. I don't know why it's just first and third and not anything else. But I'm going to explain to you what we have to do to first and third when used in a very particular way. When used before a singular masculine noun, these are the masculine versions, when used before a singular masculine noun, we have to change the spelling. We got to drop the O off of primero, and we got to drop the O off of tercero. Let me show you what I mean. Let's talk floors here, like as in stories of a building. So if I were to say el piso. Piso is the Spanish word for floor, as in the floor of a building or story of a building. So if I wanted to say the eighth floor, what would that sound like? I want to be able to write that independently. Okay, so what would the eighth floor sound like? El what? El octavo piso. O el piso octavo. El octavo piso, the eighth floor. We're totally good, right? The eighth floor. What if I wanted to say the second floor? The second floor. El segundo piso. El segundo piso. Let me just check and make sure our angles are good. Are we good? Can everybody see that? Yeah. El segundo piso. El segundo. What if I wanted to say the 10th floor? El décimo piso. El décimo piso. But if I wanted to say the first floor, Because that O, because it comes before a singular masculine noun, I got to drop the O. So in effect, I would not say el primero piso. I would say el primer piso. El primer piso. Now that only happens because it comes before a singular masculine noun. That singular masculine noun being piso. That's why we got to drop that O. Otherwise, we can use the word primero how we normally otherwise maybe might or would, right? It's only when it appears before a singular masculine noun you got to drop the O off of primero. Oh, dadgummit. Hold on, let me get rid of that. I thought I was moving. Okay. The same phenomenon occurs with the word tercero. I would not say the third floor as el tercero piso. I've got to knock that O off because it appears before a singular masculine noun, and therefore the third floor in Spanish is not el tercero piso, sino el tercer piso. El tercer piso. So again, I don't know what it is about the words first and third, what makes them so special, but for whatever reason, we've got to drop the O whenever those words appear before a singular masculine noun. Every other ordinal number we're good, we can use however we want to, masculinely, femininely, no worries. It's only first and third that drop the O before a singular masculine noun, okay? And that's essentially all there is to it. Clase, por favor, remember, with ordinal numbers, Spanish speakers stop expressing them or using them after 10th. So for example, the 11th floor, well here, let's just back up. The 10th floor would be what? El décimo piso, el décimo piso. But the 11th floor would simply be el piso once. El piso once. Just go back to the cardinal number 11. Or el piso doce. Or el piso trece, whatever. So remember, Spanish speakers, I was going to say typically, but it's more than typically, Spanish speakers really don't express ordinal numbers beyond 10th. Okay? Otherwise, there are our ordinal numbers for the Spanish language. Okay? Okay, muy bien. Espero que les haya gustado el video. I hope you liked this video. It's been pretty quick, I know. Anyway, review your notes. The chapter test is coming. We're about done with chapter 7. So anyway, pay attention to your notes. Review the videos as necessary. We'll see you next time. Adios. Adios.